Greetings. This is James Thomas, the Homeless Emperor, Dark Isaac, and the Children of the Corn, which is a double negative, meaning he's good. Because Isaac was dark in the movie. But anyway, those are names like they buy on the internet. Lowly peasant, starving artist, and so on and so forth. But a lot of people have been asking me where my heart is and all this, and war, Israel, Jews. I'm a Christian myself. I was going to say I've lost people that I know in Israel, many people. Because I fellowship with Christians all over the world and Jews. And my closest sister, when my broken heart, she healed when I had her in my life. Without her, I don't know what I would have done. Now she's gone. I'm not going to channel this into rage and anger towards anybody or anything. I know it's just the doctrine of the word. I just don't know what to do. I'm so heartbroken. I can't even put it into words. I've already cried so much. I can't cry no more. Probably been out raging. I mean, my heart's literally been ripped out. The only love I had in this world, I don't have parents or a family or anybody. I've always been alone. I've always been on the street. And now, the closest people. Seriously, I feel like I'm just disassociating in some numb state right now, just my sanity. And if it wasn't for Jesus and me clinging to Him, I would be alive. And yes, I've made mistakes and raged and said, I hate Muslims. Oh my God, why would they do that? But it's not all their fault. I know that. It's not all their fault. It's just like a minority. It's a group of them that are, some of them, I guess, are like that. I don't know. I really don't know what to even think. I don't even know what they're like. I don't even know. But I'm just saying, if they're responsible for that, and if that's where their heart is, and if that's what they like, then common sense is, duh, of course that's they're going to kill us and take away the women and children and do unspeakable things to them and everything, as they did. And they started it. And Muhammad came 400 years after Jesus. He was married to a Catholic, married a 9-year-old Aisha. I mean, get out of here. He ripped off Jesus of all his teachings. He falsely prophesied. Where's the prophecies he prophesied about? They're false. It says if even one prophecy is falsely made, write him off. He's a false prophet. It says it in the scripture. And all of his pretty much are, besides the easily predictable ones. Am I supposed to sit here and say, oh, we should keep the liars here that want to be delusioned and believe a lie so they can get by on their pleasure-seeking, advantage-seeking ways? In the Quran it says they're indoctrinated to hate us from birth. They hate you. They literally paraded Jewish people in the streets, and they were all dancing and laughing. Look at that. You don't even know the depths of this problem. You probably don't know the depths of it. Misinformation, a lack of knowledge, people not really knowing the dark stuff really deserve. This was prophesied about a long time ago. The Euphrates River dried up. That's the sixth trumpet of Revelation. That's the sixth trumpet of Revelation. There was a blood moon in Israel the day it was born in 1948. They took Jerusalem back in 1968 on the blood moon. Day they took it back against all odds, going into the Sabbath day on the seventh day. The blood moon moved over Jerusalem. And the Greek astrological records prove, and also NASA's calendar, you can look on the website. And we have tech, you can backtrack it. And there's records and archaeology. You wouldn't believe if you start looking how much is hidden from. What do you think the word top secret exists for? They hide stuff. They don't want you to know. Because it's politically unsafe. They've been doing this since the Vatican. They suppress everything that's the truth. They teach you lies. The first cell would have needed DNA, so how can a language exist without an author? It's called irreducible complexity. Look it up. Look up irreducible complexity. Creationism. The antithesis of evolution. Just look up the antithesis of evolution. You'll see how many holes are in it, how much errors is encroached upon that whole narrative. The Grand Canyon, they say, took millions of years to form. The Little Grand Canyon in Georgia, there's farmers that documented this, that natural erosion only took 200 years to make it, and it was flat land 200 years ago. So you see how they bewitch your mind, called bewitchment. They manipulate your mind. You know, as much as I hate Hitler and everything he did, he was right about some things. Even evil people, they can be wise. Even Satan was wise. Even Satan was the most beautiful angel. Very wise. But evil. Hitler knew this. He who controls the history books controls their minds. Okay? And that's not just Hitler. That's like propaganda, psychological operations in the military. This stuff's been going on forever. People are just like sheep, and they don't understand these principles and concepts that exist in the world and how everything really works. How much they're hiding from and everything. Look with the eyes of your heart. And here's, to top it all off, Donald Trump was born on a blood moon in a comet, sworn in on a blood moon, divided Israel on a blood moon, and got out on an Aurora Borealis comet storm and hailstorm. So, seriously, look all this up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Isaiah 53 and Daniel 9:26 prove, you know, from the ancient text that Jesus is the real Messiah. Who else could it be? The temple was destroyed after he was cut off. Like I said, the Messiah would come to cut off when the temple was destroyed in Daniel 9:26. Isaiah 53 says you are a man of sorrows, you died for our sins, by his blood was saved. Come on. Who else could it be? He said false prophets would come in wolves' sheep's clothing. Muhammad is a false prophet. No offense to Muslims. Jesus loved Muslims. He loves Muslims. If you're Muslim watching this, he loves you. But he wants those lies to be out of your head. And if you think the ways of these people is good or anything right or light, you got it backwards. You call it evil good and good evil. The unspeakable things they do to children, and the way they abuse women in there and groom young women or little girls to be their wives, like 9-year-old Aisha Mama did. I mean, come on. It doesn't take anyone with half a brain to know that's dark. I wouldn't think. I mean, you know right from wrong. It's ill natural. Anyway, I'm done. And I just want to say I love everybody. Jews, Muslims, Christians alike. Jesus died, and here it is. The Jews are blind. The Jews are blind. Muslims follow a false prophet. Christians have been, there's been a lot of traditions embedded in the truth, and it's take the narrative sidetracked and left field from where it was supposed to be. Constantine, who had a divided kingdom of pagans and Christians, and who blended the two. I mean, Protestant Christianity and Catholicism is not the same. Religion does not start wars like everybody says. That's when men take it out of context and think they're doing God a service. It's all been prophesied about and specifically talked about, and people just avoid those things and only focus on what they want to focus on to prove a point. It's bewitchment. It's just slight. Sleight of speech, sleight of hand, sleight of speech. If you do your research, seek and you find, you will see the truth. But people love lies. They go by them to comfort their heads with, this is what it is. Okay, well, let's pretend it's this. And go with that. It's what weak ones do. I'm not special. I'm a Gentile. Don't you know Ishmael and Abraham, or Ishmael and Isaac were brothers? This isn't about race. This isn't about flesh and blood. This doesn't matter. This color of my skin doesn't matter. It's your heart. Your heart. Anyway, no political strategy is going to solve this. Donald Trump's not. The Saudi prince guy's not. Nobody is. Nobody but Jesus can bring peace to the world. And he didn't come to bring peace. He came to bring a great sword, he said. He wants the truth, not liars. He doesn't settle for liars.